in coronavirus. It is recently projected that more than 400 million naira is needed to by the task force committee to acquire the newly discovered COVID-19 vaccine. Despite the said 3.5 billion naira that was spent on other measures to mitigate the spread of the virus in the country. Should this trend be allowed to continue, we will have a situation where the lives and properties of Nigeria are being made less valuable, which is never more disturbing. We should bear in mind that so far only approximately about 2,000 people are said to have died from 2019 to date since the said virus was said to be here in Nigeria. The threats and acts of armed banditry, cattle rustling, kidnapping, and other forms of arson being perpetrated in our region and in Nigeria in general is to say that at the least taken and unnecessary dimension to the level that the same society will watch and perhaps wrap up everything in the hands of government. And from some international organizations are readily being substituted and awaited in order to pump into the coronavirus project. It seems that project is becoming serious economic loss, and that it seems also that Nigerian government is clearly oblivious of the fact that this venture is becoming lucrative for some people. Considering the facts and the figures of the ground, the coronavirus issues and other similar related diseases, which are generally considered pandemic or endemic, as the case may be, are getting more attention in African countries and in Nigeria in particular because of their international outlook or concern in order to create the political impression to the international community that Nigeria is committed to such a cause. Considering the attention of the Nigeria is given to the issue of COVID-19 is to say the least getting out of proportion to the extent that other important key areas of socio-economic and development and prosperity are related to the background. Even the challenges being posed by our educational system, economic and agricultural activities, as well as most importantly, security of our country, are being severely affected. It appears that the main focus of the federal government is completely shifted to the issue of coronavirus, not to minding the insecurity issue which is affecting the country for close to a decade now. It should be noted that I'm not underplaying the effect of the pandemic across the world in general and in Nigeria in particular. It may not be logical to say that coronavirus effect is not disturbing, but it's plausible and far to the security of lives and properties of the people of Nigeria do not matter much in comparison to the attention that is being given to the COVID-19. It's everybody's guess that every aspect of human lives or activities will be completely paralyzed. As we are talking of insecurity, we are talking of lives. Coronavirus is only taking lives less than insecurity. Insecurity is taking lives, taking property, moving us backward, and like education, agriculture. These are all combined on security. Southern people are homeless, orphans in Southern, nowhere to sleep. So the coronavirus is only taking 2-3 lives out of 100 or 1,000. So look at the danger that the insecurity is bringing in the whole country, not only in the north.
Okay, Excellency, let us take 3 more questions. Let's start with you. Your name and your...
The Nigerian government answered the call of the World Health Organization, WHO, when the body considered the dreaded disease as an international emergency concern, like any other country across the globe. The Nigeria sometimes in March 2020 quickly put a place committee known as Presidential Task Force, headed by Secretary of the Government of the Federation, Mr. Mustafa Boss. From then on, the task force has been doing what it's supposed to be doing, based on terms of reference the government has mandated it to work on. It should, however, be remembered that mainly the committee works on collaboration with other agencies established to also fight the disease. The committee is supposed to order for basic health measures bordering on hygiene, washing of hands, wearing of face masks, social distancing, closure of schools, including tertiary institutions, airport, and a host of other measures. Indeed, the task force still deals mainly with such measures. But come to think of that, with the period under review, which is about 9 months period now, not even up to 1 year, a whopping sum of 3.5 billion naira is said to be spent. This without funding for research or other related efforts on drugs purchase or drug research, funding of the manufacturers. It should, it's not whether traditional leaders, religious leaders, political leaders, it's a collective responsibility for all of us. If we are convinced that this vaccine is safe, then there's nothing that will stop us to tell people that yes, this vaccine is safe and they should accept it. So at least we are still waiting for the task force to hear for their own team whatever they are going to bring, and then we will ask questions. If we are satisfied, then we will start asking the religious leaders, the political leaders, and the elder statesmen to start working for the awareness. So this is what I'm saying, trying to say, instead of bringing the vaccine now, asking for 400 billion naira, let us start our people to understand this is real. But because it doesn't make sense for us to go and buy vaccine because we want to spend money to buy vaccine, and then people reject it. And then look at, we are going to waste 400 billion naira for nothing. If we put that 400 billion naira to buy security equipment to help the security people, at least that 400 billion naira will bring more result than buying the vaccine.
Okay, Your Excellency, thanks so much.
I'm actually beside northeast. This access is becoming worse and worse. Just yesterday, in my village is within my own village, about 14 people were killed just 2 days ago. So it's everyday business. So it's not a question of since I improving security, it's not true. The insecurity is not improving, more especially in our own area, because I have seen it nakedly. Last Sunday, I have to go to my villages to convert them for the loss of the lives and also the property. Now, if you go to primary schools, you can see hundreds of orphans, women, widows, packed in one place. So if there's coronavirus, if you go and see that gathering, by now all of them would have died. So, as far as they are concerned, how can they be there to inject them when they are looking for something to eat? They prefer to have a lot of bread than that vaccine. Because if you give that vaccine to them, they will die because of hunger. So the situation of insecurity is not improving in our area.
Thank you so much. And we have now come to the end.